Earlier today, the former governor of Vermont opened up his South Carolina field office in Florence. Connecticut Senator Joe Lieberman was also in South Carolina to talk about his Medikids health care plan.
From the nationwide tours, BMW Charity Pro-Am at the Cliffs in Travelers Rest, South Carolina, it's Golf Talk, starring Kevin Costner.
Baseball and golf, you've portrayed both in film.
Yeah.
We always talk about what's more difficult, hitting a baseball or hitting a golf ball consistently. Do you get this?
Well, you know, I've heard that they say the most difficult thing is hitting a baseball. I don't think that's true.
6 birdies and an eagle in those conditions were not what anybody was expecting, so it was my best job of hanging in there and doing the things that I do well for 18 holes, and I don't think I've ever done a better job.
I've had trouble here. I haven't played particularly well here, and it's a golf course I should play well on, simply because it's much the same as my club at Latrobe.
A solid alibi can often overcome much circumstantial evidence. But forensic evidence is another matter.
It's a scene that will be with me for a long time.
It was sexual in nature. I mean, it wasn't a murder just to murder someone.
Rick Schwartz has this extra buyer beware.
It's a beautiful 3,600 square foot home in a posh Myrtle Beach, South Carolina neighborhood.
This was our dream home. We were going to spend the rest of our lives in this home.
It was taken over by silent invaders that they say have made them very sick. An air quality test found the air inside so toxic we had to put on special suits and respirators, even goggles, just to take a peek.
His story broke our hearts. A teenager who runs away from home because he didn't want to continue his treatments for cancer. What finally happened? Steve Gandell brings us up to date.
Without chemotherapy, doctors gave Billy just 1 year to live. So 4.5 years later, what's happened to him? We came here to South Carolina to find out. Bill and Sue Best have since moved to this quiet neighborhood close to the North Carolina border.
He turned out to just be a just really great guitar guy, and his class was more about contemporary music than it was about, you know, Phrygian exercises and any, you know, none of the scaling stuff or any of that crap. But he turned me on to all this really neat jazz and turned me on to some songwriters and just really kind of shaped my initial foray into the musical world.
She came out and she said, y'all come here and look. Every one of us, we ran out and we seen it. And the tornado was sitting in front of our window for like 3 minutes. And then it took off up to the 2nd Avenue Pier and sat there for like 45 seconds. It made it right onto the boulevard. And so I came downstairs and was standing in front of my hotel.
The most vulnerable people, disabled people, the elderly had already left this area. And there aren't many vacationers out here right now. This is the tail end of the tourist season, and most of those people are already gone. So the only people really left here are the most hurricane savvy, people that have withstood hurricanes like this before. And to ask them to get into their cars right now and try to get out of here is simply more dangerous than having them stay.
Let me show you one trick as we leave you here, which is very cool. You can now open and close your drapes along with just about everything else in your house. I click close, you spin around. Yep, we got some privacy on the way. It is all parts of a digital future, and you can check it out at our website a little bit later.
Leather furniture manufactured in Italy. Available now at their first United States store. Italia. Any color, any style, in a variety of leathers, with 3-piece groups starting at $14.99. Stop by and browse today, or call 651-7117 for an appointment. Bordered on the west by the Intracoastal Waterway and on the east by the Atlantic Ocean, The Waccamaw Neck is an area with a natural beauty unmatched anywhere in the world. Debadoo Colony is nestled on 2,700 acres of ancient oaks and pines in the lower Waccamaw Neck.
We are very proud to announce that U.S. Banker magazine has recognized Coastal Financial Corporation as the #1 community bank in the Carolinas for 2 years in a row, and ranked us #5 in the nation, recognizing that our success is merely a reflection of the relationships we have among ourselves and the residents and businesses of our communities.
And when they both were sleeping at the end of my bed, and he heard something unusual that wasn't right, he ran out of the bedroom to alert me. He definitely knew there was something wrong. He just knew. It was his instinct.